And you're inside the Neo Soul Movement with Doug Ruffin on Mix 1080 AM, WUFO. Thanks so much for the listen. On the phone with me right now, I have a young lady by the name of Dr. Misee Harris, and she has a very interesting story to tell. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the ABC series called The Bachelor. And this young lady, she recently made the cut to be on The Bachelor. But right before she agreed to fully do the show, she decided to go off in a different direction, and we're going to hear all about it right about now. I'd like to introduce to the Neo Soul Nation, Dr. Misee Harris. Dr. Misee Harris, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. So glad to be here.
Okay, so Dr. Harris, I pretty much set everybody up for the story. You can take it from there. Tell us how this whole thing began with you looking to become the first Black Bachelorette, because there is, not only is there The Bachelor, but there also is another series called The Bachelorette.
Absolutely. Well, for the past 10 years, I have been a big fan of the show, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and I definitely noticed a lack of diversity in the contestants. And being that there has never been a minority in the lead role, I found me to be a good way to possibly change the trend. And so with my previous experience with ABC and knowing a little bit more about the casting and actually going out to LA, I decided one night at about 3 o'clock in the morning that I was going to launch my own campaign, a very successful one so far,
Okay.
to become the first Black Bachelorette.
Okay, so talk to us more about what the feedback for this has been like.
It's been overwhelmingly positive for the most part. I've gained thousands and thousands of fans, and people are definitely ready for a little spin to the show, a little change. It seems to me and a lot of other people that in previous seasons they do have what I would call token minorities on the show. And so this past season with Sean, there were 4 African-American women, but all of them were kicked off by episode 5, and then only one of them given a one-on-one date, and that is, of course, when you actually get to go out with the Bachelor or Bachelorette and spend some one-on-one time with this individual to really get to know them away from all of the other 24 contestants. So there was little to no chance for these women lasting until the final rose ceremony. And if you don't last until the final rose ceremony or get pretty close, then ABC normally doesn't cast you to be the next Bachelorette to hand out 25 roses. So my thoughts were this: if an African-American woman or any minority woman at that never makes it to the end or close to the end, then we'll never see a minority in the lead role. So my hope was to change that, as well as be a positive role model on television and let people know you can still act with class and be entertaining and not jump over tables and punch girls and not wear short skirts all the time, that you can still be very respectful and handle yourself well in the media.
Okay, well, let's set it up for this right now. Tell us about Dr. Misee Harris, and what is it that, as the first Black Bachelorette, what do you look for in a man? Give us a preview.
Well, Dr. Misee Harris is the person that's doctor from 8 to 5. After 5 o'clock, I am a down-to-earth Southern belle, and that is just the truth. I go home, kick off my shoes, watch a lot of DVR episodes of reality TV. I go home and cook normal food and eat a lot of stuff. I am just a fun-loving girl. I do a lot of stuff with children, not just at work, but I also try to mentor young girls who maybe want to model or want to get into gymnastics, things that my mom was able to do for me that I know everyone isn't capable of having, these great things in life. So, I've been able to reach out to a lot of gymnastics gyms and just a lot of modeling agencies, a lot of photographers who have willingly donated their time to help these girls build an image and feel better about themselves. So that's me in the long haul. That's my goal in the long haul, is to really be an inspiration to these young women, to show them that there is a lot to look for and that you can dream and you can dream big and it might just happen for you. So whether or not I am chosen to be the next Bachelorette, I have won already.
Okay.
I definitely have.
Okay, and for these potential would-be suitors, what would they have? Give us some insight into what they would have to bring to the table.
They would have to bring some respect, that's for sure, because I can tell you, my past dating experiences, people tend to really realize what a great catch I am a little bit too late. So the first few months seem to go okay, and then they slack off. So I want someone to be there as a supporter, be there that's ready and willing to join my new adventures in life, and I also want to join in on theirs. I think that you should compliment the person. So I need someone that's going to be there pushing me along, and that's going to be a great father figure in the future, and ultimately my best friend. Because when it comes down to it, when I wake up on a Saturday morning, I want to be able to be with a man that's fine with sitting on the couch, eating cereal, and watching the reruns of The Bachelor, Bachelorette.
All right, fellas, you hear that? It's time to start. Time to step up to the plate. Time to step up to the plate.
That's right. And plus, I really, really love sports, so I'm really big on going to sporting events.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, that you steps ahead of the game already. You like sports. Fellas, what more could you ask for?
I'm in Kentucky, so I'm a big basketball fan.
Southern girl, definitely.
But overall, I'm definitely into trying new things. I don't think there's anything that I've ever just turned down from trying to skydiving, bungee jumping, you name it, I've done it.
Skydiving and bungee jumping, I'm not too sure about that. I don't know. But you're definitely adventurous. You're definitely spontaneous. And a lot of what you're asking for is basic. You're just basic little things. It's not complicated at all.
No, not complicated at all. And, it's crazy. It took this campaign for all of my ex-boyfriends to notice that.
Oh, of course.
We really messed up.
Oh, you know that's going to happen. Now, you knew that. They probably trying to get you to not go on that show.
I think a lot of them would be very thrilled if I didn't, but sorry, buddies, you only had one chance.
Well, they might be trying to get on that show. You never know. You might have to kind of step up your vetting process a little bit. If one of them shows up.
That is right. I definitely feel like I'm destined for something really great to happen, and so many great things have already happened that I am not worried about it the slightest bit. This has been the most amazing journey ever. I have met so many positive people, plan to collaborate with a lot of people, and again, just to be an African-American woman on reality television and able to really portray a positive person and to really be able to inspire these young girls and let them know you don't have to sell sex. You don't have to sell yourself as being some classless woman. You can actually present yourself with some dignity and respect and still be very entertaining.
Okay.
And I've been able to do that in the past 8 weeks just via social media.
All right. I can see that it's definitely growing for you. So in closing, what, as the public and some of your potential would-be suitors out there, what can we do to help you along in this process? How can we help out?
Well, I have a Facebook fan page. It's under Misee Harris for the Black Bachelorette. And then my personal page, Misee Harris, that's Misee Harris, Harris, as well as my Twitter account and Instagram that are all at Misee Harris. And I just want everyone to know that no matter if it happens this season or next season or on a different network, that I definitely need your continual support throughout this venture. That this is just the beginning, and I have lots more to show.
Okay, and by the way, you're a doctor, right? You're in dentistry, correct?
Right, pediatric dentistry.
Pediatric dentistry, okay. Well, all right, fellas, you heard it here first. This was Dr. Misee Harris. I want to make sure I'm saying your name correctly.
That's correct.
She is destined to make history as the first Black Bachelorette. So you heard it here, right here on the Neo Soul Movement. Thank you very much, Dr. Harris.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you.